Pictures.
20-game winner during the regular season, added again. Game 1 of the ALDS up against John Lackey at the best ERA in the American League. His ERA is 7.5, though, in 7 career starts at Fenway Park. Kevin Youkilis, his first career playoff hit's a home run. His first major league hit of any kind, also a home run. Uke and York, Rudy York, 1946, the only other Boston first baseman to homer in a postseason game at Fenway. David Ortiz, not his first playoff home run, takes Lackey up and out. Boston up 3-0. We're still in the second. Mike Lowell with Manny Ramirez on second. Lowell comes through on a 3-2 pitch. Sox up 4-0. Lackey gives up the 4 runs in his 6 innings. And Lackey just could not match zeros or anything else for that matter with that man, Josh Beckett. First postseason appearance since 2003. You might recall Game 6, World Series against the Yankees in the Bronx. Beckett tags out Jorge Posada for the last out of the game, shutout, and World Series MVP. But again, that was a long time ago. Does he still have it? Indeed he did. It's Garrett Anderson, 12 straight batters retired by Beckett. Casey Kotzman made it 14 straight in the 6th. Beckett continues to deal. Mike Napoli, see you later. 16 straight. Reggie Willits, 17 straight batters retired by Beckett. Next batter, Sean Figgins, hits at the center, but that's where Coco Crisp was hanging out. Beckett getting the good defense, 18 straight batters retired by him. Beckett's still in there in the 8th. It's Kendry Morales who's out of there. Look at the pitch movement by Beckett. I mean, he could do anything he wanted in this game. Up, down, side to side, fast or slow. And then Beckett back out for the 9th. Kobe Ellsbury entered the game for, as you can see, defensive replacement. And then Beckett looking for his 3rd postseason shutout. Gets that and gets Garrett Anderson. Beckett, complete game. Gets the shutout, 4 hits, 8 strikeouts, and the Red Sox draw first blood in the series. Best of 5, they lead 1-0. Josh Beckett, 3rd postseason shutout, has him just 1 behind the all-time record holder. That's Christy Mathewson. It's amazing nobody's ever had 5 playoff shutouts. Beckett started 21 of the last 23 batters with first pitch strikes. Game 2 of the series Friday from the Fens on ESPN Radio and TBS. First pitch is 8:37 Eastern. Boston can thank Beckett for their 7th straight playoff win over the California, Anaheim, Los Angeles Angels.
Another ALDS series. Red Sox trying to go up 2-0 on the Angels. Dice K making his first postseason start in the major leagues. Gets Meister Asturis looking, one of his 3 Ks on the evening to end the first. Home half now. David Ortiz. Base knockoff Kelvin Escobar. So the Red Sox have something cooking. Runners at 1st and 2nd. Later in the inning, bases loaded, 2 outs. J.D. Drew. That's a little base hit bingo. And the Red Sox take an early 2-0 lead. First career postseason multi-RBI game for J.D. Drew. To the 2nd, Angels down 2-1. They've got a runner at 2nd. Sean Figgins hits a little Ric Flair in front of Manny Ramirez. Oh, boy.
Oh, boy.
Awkward. Kendry Morales scores. Figgins into 2nd with a double, and we're tied at 2. Next batter, Orlando Cabrera, the OC, the former Red Sox. Off the wall, here comes Figgins. Cabrera into 2nd with a double. Angels take their first lead of the series at 3-2. Move to the 5th, bottom 5. Manny Ramirez pops it up, foul ground. Jeff Mathis reaches into the stand, but a Red Sox fan is there to interrupt things. 17-year-old Danny Vidic. He's like the anti-Bartman. That is what you do if you're the home team.
Hello?
Yes. Ramirez later walked, and how big was that effort from the 17-year-old youngster? Well, this would have been the 3rd out. Mike Lowell, however, sac fly brings in Dustin Pedroia. We're tied at 3. To the 7th, Manny Del Carmen hits Vladimir Guerrero right in the shoulder. Vlad wasn't happy about it. See Tech telling him, hey, we're not trying to hit you. It's a tie ball game. Guerrero had to leave the game with a bruise. Later in the inning, Hideki Okajima strikes out Isturis. Red Sox pen 4 1/3 hitless innings. To the 8th, Jonathan Papel. Look at the way he stares in. Man, he's scary. Howie Kendrick grounds to the 3rd, and that'll end the inning. Whoops. Kendrick is safe on the error, and the inning's still alive. Next batter, Juan Rivera. Looks at ball 4. How did he stay away from that? Terry Francona getting a little nervous. Next batter, runners at 2nd and 3rd. Papelbon, something nasty to Sean Figgins, and he's pumped up. To the 9th. K-Rod on to pitch with 1 out. Winning run at second. Julio Lugo led off with a single. K-Rod gets Euclid striking out swinging. 2 out, 1 base open. So, of course, Mike Scioscia has got to give the intentional pass to Big Papi, and that's what he does. So you got runners at first and second for Manny Ramirez on to face K-Rod with 2 out.
And the pitch and a fastball hit in the air. Deep left field, gone! A walk-off 3-run homer in the bottom of the 9th by Manny Ramirez.
Dan Schulman with the call on ESPN Radio, and Ramirez knew it was gone immediately. And the Red Sox win 6-3 and take a 2-0 lead on the Angels in the American League Division Series. K-Rod had never allowed a walk-off homer until Friday. We showed you that extra inning game in Cleveland earlier, coupled with this, and Friday was just the 5th time in history that there were 2 extra inning postseason games on the same day. You can catch Game 3 of this series on both ESPN Radio and TBS Sunday.
10,000 in attendance received monkeys. Angels trying to stay in this thing. Bottom of 3, no score. Reggie Willett to the plate, replaced Garrett Anderson. He had to leave the game with an eye irritation. Pops that up, and Jason Varitek should be after that. Varitek's got it. Willis can't get it done. Kurt Schilling out of the jam, threw 76 of his 100 pitches for strikes. David Ortiz, home run. That's off Jared Weaver. He was 2 for 3 in the game. Red Sox are up by a count of 1-0 on the solo homer, his 2nd of the postseason. The very next batter, Manny Ramirez, home run. 2nd of the postseason as well, deep center and out. Back-to-back for those 2 for the first time all season. And with that, Manny Ramirez tied Bernie Williams off memory for the most postseason homers, Steve, 22 all time.
Written down right there.
Yeah, Red Sox up 2-0. Bottom of 7, still 2-0. Runner at third, 2 out for the Angels. Kurt Schilling, Mike Napoli, Shockenbrockelei. He's gone. Angels cannot put any runs on the board in this thing. 8th inning, still 2-0. Dustin Pedroia conks that thing into the corner. Julio Lugo wants more, rounding third. Throw's not going to be in time. Pedroia goes into third on the throw, and the Red Sox go up 3-0. They would score 7 in the inning. Bottom of 9, Eric Gagne pitching. Rob Quinlan pops it up and out. The Red Sox win at 9-1, sweep the Angels, and advance to the ALCS. In the ALCS for the first time since that World Series title 3 years ago. Boston pitchers held the Angels to a total of 4 runs in the 3 games, and they now have home field advantage for as long as they last in the postseason. Not now. They were going to have that because they had the best record. Game 1 of the American League Championship Series, of course, Friday on ESPN Radio and Fox. Let's hear from the participants.
Our staff executed, our starters, our relievers, I thought from Beckett all the way through to the end. They did a very good job.
They did a great job in this series and did a great job all season. So their pitching is probably doesn't get as much notice as some of the guys on the offensive side of that team.
This has been an incredibly arduous and long road, and a process that's had its peaks and valleys. But John has stuck with me and worked as hard as I've ever had a pitching coach work to help me get to where I need to be. You can't overstate the importance that from a confidence factor for me that has. And one of those coaches that you enjoy when you come out of a game and he's excited about what you did, it makes you feel good.